Welcome back guys, Ben here, and today we're checking out the demo for SpaceCraft. The universe is yours. SpaceCraft is an online space exploration and building game. Explore a vast galaxy of solar systems and planets, mine and craft resources, design and build ships, automate planetary bases and interplanetary logistics, trade, and cooperate. So this is coming in Q2 2026 apparently. Shiro Games are the developer and publisher of this. They are the people behind Northgard, War Tales. They are also building another game called Frostrail, which we'll probably be checking out on the channel because that's like a survival game on a like a train, all that kind of stuff as well. And yeah, they've got a nice little portfolio. They've I really like Northgard and War Tales, so interesting to see them coming into this, which is kind of trying to be a little bit more of a realistic looking No Man's Sky. And that is a heavy comparison to put against it because No Man's Sky is absolutely huge. There will be combat. I don't believe there's combat in this demo, but there will be combat in early access for like fighting against other like space pirates and all that kind of stuff. Be able to make your own bases. They've got the Starfield system where you can like build your own ships and very modular and have fun with that. So they've taken on a big slice of the pie almost, and it's whether or not they can eat it all. But it looks very interesting. We're going to check it out and see how it plays, see what it's all about. The demo is available on Steam. I'll leave a link to that in the description below. And you can also request access to the playtest. So the playtest might actually have more than the demo does itself. I actually don't have access to the playtest, so we're checking out the demo today. So yeah, with that all said, sit back, relax, like, comment, subscribe. We're going to check out SpaceCraft. Connecting to server. So my understanding is that there's no plans for this to ever have PvP or anything like that, but it's online in the sense that just like No Man's Sky is, where other people can find planets. You might bump into someone else who's doing stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna see what it's like. Wake up, debtors. Today we're announcing the results of the Great Gig Lottery. This morning, one of our top 10 maintenance employees will be able to start their own career as an affiliated worker. I know you've been waiting for it, because overall productivity for Habitation Unit 4E is up 12% this month. You slackers only start working when the results are close, and it shows. You're supposed to work all the time. Anyway, the selected employee for this cycle is... and it's going to be our character creator. Alright. You can choose the color of outfit. Might go for a green, maybe. Let's do that. And we've got a face, a few facial options at the moment. Choose skin color and eye color. Do that. ProRogueBear is the name. We can do the hair as well. Looks quite nice and detailed, to be fair. Very smooth as well. A few different, like, not something I judge heavily on an early access title because it's not the primary thing, is it? But gives you that. What's going on with these? These only for certain secondary colors, I guess. This hairstyle probably doesn't have one. Right. And ProRogueBear will validate. There we go. The Gig Lottery employer winner for this cycle is ProRogueBear. Congratulations, ProRogueBear. You're expected on this station's dock immediately. And now everyone gets back to work. Okay. We can move around. Sleep fast. Make it count. We're playing everything 4K, max, like, high settings that are in the demo at the moment. Doesn't give you a ton of customization, but I imagine they've got some like FSR or DLSS running. Oh, look. He looks exactly like we do. Did you hear that? It's your name they called, isn't it? Unbelievable. Does that mean you're free now? Okay. Hit the elevator. Just station dock. We're on Babylon. Out here. This is going to be a busy shift. 6 damaged ships have docked the station in the last 3 hours. The big one hit an asteroid in the Kepler belt. The pilot was an affiliate worker who fell asleep after driving 17 hours straight. So there's a little bit of this corporate capitalist kind of a discussion going on here, like setting the tone of Space Corpo. So that's it? You're leaving right now? I didn't think it would actually happen. I haven't prepared something to say. Whenever I'm outside repairing Babylon's stupid hull, I'll look into that cold, dark void and remember that you're somewhere in the distance visiting distant stars. Follow the line. There we go. And we're going to go to the dock. A70S. Huh. Oh, little stutter as it loaded then, but there we go. Sign your contract with the company and leave Babylon. Okay, you're here for the procedure, right? Then let's get going. First off, you won't be able to do much without a ship, and to get that ship, you need a loan. Now, the good part is the company can grant you that ship and that loan. Wasn't it a reward? A reward? What makes you think you deserve a free spaceship? Your 10 years of service tightening rusty bolts? We're already offering you a job, isn't that enough? So tell me, how did you end up in the deck quarter? Okay, so we get a bit of background. So we can say... medical bills? Nice. That was written in your file, actually. I don't know why they require me to ask. Anyway, given your current debt, the company has established your maximum loan amount as 25,000 credits, just enough for that beauty behind me. Before you get to know each other, you gotta approve your pledge. You gotta consent to all the terms and conditions I'm about to read to you. Affiliate worker status. My status as an affiliate to the company makes me a fully fledged citizen. It will be maintained for as long as I am able to fulfill the following mission: to extract, transform, and sell ore to the company by any means possible. I guess so. Responsibility. As an affiliate worker, I endorse that the full responsibility of any activity conducted while carrying out my duties. The company cannot be held responsible for any environmental, material, or moral damages inflicted by or upon me or the spaceship. If we refused, is it just like credits roll? And you work on the space station for the rest of your life. To secure my workship acquisition loan in the absence of any material guarantee, I mortgage my life force to the company in the event of a debilitating injury, illness, death, or irreparable damage preventing me from working. I allow the company to extract enough of my organs to pay up my remaining debt. I'm trying to think if I could put these terms in my company. No, I'm joking. We want that spaceship. I'm gonna accept. We're a company, man. Well, that's about it. Your pledge is considered signed, which makes you a newly employed affiliate worker. Congratulations, you've just become part of the largest family in the Atlas Galaxy. Your current rank is recruit, which means you've got plenty of opportunities to grow. Now I know you've been waiting for it. Just get on that ship and have a blast today and tomorrow. Okay. That's quite cool. Like sets up the thing of working off your debt. I guess that's why we're going to be mining in the first place and exploring. There is apparently going to be like a player-driven, not purely player-driven economy, but in the sense of you'll be able to buy and sell things and all that kind of stuff. Welcome, recruit, to the company's onboarding procedure. By the end of it, your rank will be upgraded to apprentice, in charge of helping you become a skilled, valuable worker. Please appreciate that the cost of this training service is graciously covered by the company. Wow. Your first task will consist in navigating space in search of basic resources. If you have any questions, please note that you are not allowed to ask them during the onboarding protocol. So Solar Alpha... which one's Solar Alpha 1? Okay. So we can mouse wheel seamlessly into cockpit mode if you want to. And then out if you want a bit more of a further back approach. Let's see what this is like. As we come in closer here, enter its atmosphere. Very impressive. What I'm curious of is this going to scratch the No Man's Sky itch, but with a bit more of a like a handheld story. Gather some iron and copper in Solar Alpha 1. Use the radar skill to locate local resources. Oh, little stutter there as well. Okay, that's cool how that does that. So we've got a couple of bits over here. Cupric stone, ferric stone. To use your mining skill, we have to get closer. How close? Oh, there we go. Some iron. So cupric gives us the copper. It's not quite the same, at least on this planet, not quite the same sense of like scale and wonder that No Man's Sky has. Like, scale, maybe, but it's not like, oh, I mean, it's quite cool, the seamless aspect of it, for sure. But not quite in the sense of like, oh, now there's like loads of, like go explore on foot, and maybe it's just his first planet is a little bit derelict, obviously. Some behind us. Over there. Ship's quite easy to control though, like it's not super weighty. It's not trying to be like a flying sim or a space sim. Right, so we got the copper. We need to find some more iron ideally. Okay, somewhere over there. Low battery. Oh, that was our sprint. Oh my god. That was close. Right. I forgot to turn off my throttle there. Right. It's cupric stone. We need the ferrite. That looks like ferrite. Ferric. Okay. So I'm guessing, like, can we land? We can. It's just not the kind of planet you want to land on because it's absolutely barren. But you can. There's some ferric. Oh, whoa. There we go. Grab some of this. I'm surprised how, like, smooth and fluid everything is, but this first planet, like I said, it's not having to load a lot of stuff at the moment. I'm interested to see a planet that's got like more like going on. So conveniently we can turn it into your ship's first upgrade. That will allow you to gather something more interesting than copper and iron. To craft the Scanalizer Alpha and install it on your ship, press K to access the knowledge menu and unlock the modular systems permit. So modular systems. We can buy that with some credits. And now we need to return. So we need to leave orbit. Look at that though. Above the clouds. I can't remember where Babylon was, but there we go. He's trying to force me out. I want to get out. I want to get out. There we go. And there's Babylon. Not enough ship battery. Do they have like the pulse drive thing? Or have I used that already? I think I've used that already. Wait for my battery to recharge. It's impressive how smooth that all works at the moment. Like I said, you're getting the odd like kind of load stutter, but that's to be expected. Do we need to dock in here nicely? Okay, it's got the little guidance things. Request dock. And it's going to take over and dock for us. So I can't steer at the moment. It's just, I'm not controlling the speed or anything. It's doing it all for me. Okay. Take the elevator and reach the shipyard. I feel like it's trying to be somewhere in between No Man's Sky and Star Citizen, in a way. It's not trying to be a survival game. It's not having to worry about any of that. Probably trying to be a bit more of a little bit of No Man's Sky, but probably more, and I'm quite limited with Star Citizen, to be honest, but it's giving me more that vibe than it is No Man's Sky, the more I'm playing it. So we load the ship. Now we can edit the ship. This bit is now going to be the Starfield bit, but you can now edit it out. And it does show that you will be able to like have, like, be able to move things around and stuff if you want to. It's pretty cool. You can kind of choose where they sit, which is quite nice. What is that? That's the crude resource detector. That's our mining laser. And modules. We want... Do we need to craft it first? So it is there. Have I... Yeah, let's leave. Have I... Crap. Wait, do I... I don't do it here. This is the shipyard. I'm missing some components. You can use the trading agent to buy some basic stuff. Anytime. So it requires merchant license. Okay, here's the smelter. There we go. So we want to get some iron ingots. Okay, and can we add these in so we do all of them? Auto... We don't have to click it one by one, do we? Oh, it is just going on to doing the next one. Right, yeah, it's doing all of it. Okay, and then we can set this one. This will get old if it's doing one by one. Do I have to be... Yeah, I have to be in it as well. So you can't just walk away and let it do its thing. There we go. Right. Should be all up to date now. So then we can use the workshop. And the scanner analyzer needs a module, 4 bolts, and 2 wires. So let's... Can we not like say I want 2... Oh, so that'll make 4... That'll make 4 wires. So we just make one of them. We need 4 bolts, so make 8 bolts. Okay, make one of them. And we need a module kit. Which, oh, that's going to need more wires and more bolts. Okay, so... I like how it shows them on, like, you got the 8 bolts, the 4 wires. That's pretty cool. Right. Make the module kit. It's just massive 3D laser printer. Nice. Now we can actually make one because we've got everything we need. Okay. It's like they planned it that way. Nice. We've got that, so now we can go to the shipyard, where you can actually see our ship is still there, which is quite nice, actually. You know, edit the ship. And we've got the scanner analyzer, and we could put it... I don't think it matters where it goes. Put it there. Validate. There we go. Your first set of tasks. Your performance has been analyzed and ranked against those of previous contractors. The results are confidential and will not be disclosed to you. With your scanner equipped, you can further explore Solar Alpha and discover more of its riches. Please keep in mind that your performance is still being recorded. So you go back to the dock. It does show on here like you've got shipyard, the cantina, instance as well. Personally, someone who's a big fan of sci-fi and likes these kind of things, I'm intrigued at the moment. Apparently there will be, on the roadmap thing, it says there'll be like, you know, story and things like that over time. There's mining bureau, exploration contracts, and discover new resources and stuff. That's all in here at the moment. But they are going to want more story, more narrative instances. There's a little bit in the demo, but they're wanting more over time. And they're going to add other things like liquids and gases as well. Let's go back down. So we're now number 3 on our hotbar is now our next one. And L opens up our contract. Oh, we're still... Let's slow down. Let's go to a nice little... So you can kind of like leave it at a certain point, but you can't like... Okay, there is a... Oh, so it will stay on max. You can either have it max or 0. You can't just like set it to like set the thruster full, which you normally would expect you would be able to. So go to Solar Alpha 2. Reach level 1 exploration. Find grey quartz. Trade with the company exchanger. Actually, it wants us to go to this planet. These contracts. Yeah, so you can like put the speed on max and then you can just, you know, don't have to press W anymore to move forward. But if you try and slow it down a bit, so say you want to just approach at like 80, doesn't let you do it. There we go. See what's about here. Solar Alpha 2. Like I said, I don't think this one's as focused on like discovery and planet generation as No Man's Sky. But I'd say first impressions of both the planets is that, and this is probably what most planets would look like, to be fair. They're both quite derelict, shall we say, like just empty. A little bit more going on here, I guess, but right, let's a little scan. Gravitate stones. Prevent your radar from pinpointing the exact position. Starting with an approximate direction, you'll have to locate each gravitite deposit with your own eyes. Okay. Find a gravitate stone within your radar and approach it. So we can press M to open our map. We can see there's something there. We can see a few other things as well, which is interesting. And do we have... We've got ourselves with our equipment that we have, our exploration contractor rank. Combat's not here yet. You got like your name of your ship and everything like that. Bases. Seems like you can have multiple ships, multiple bases. You can have 2 ships, 1 base at the moment. You got your knowledge tree, which is what you're going to be working towards, getting better mining lasers, more cargo, unnecessary features, just decoration and advanced decoration. You got factory and automation, so you'll be able to like have things basically, rather than going back to the space station to do your crafting, you can have this start to do it yourself. Will be plumbing, bottling, ship engineering, alloys, engine making. Quite a lot here. You got what's in the inventory. You got details of your ship. How good it is at different things as well. Your missions, your encyclopedia, the galaxy map, corpo, which is probably your like guilds or something like that, and then you got the setup as well, like just your settings. So fair enough. All right, let's go check out this landmark. Okay. Okay, so we got some stuff here. So we need to scan it first with our new scanner. And now we can mine it. And we got some exploration points there. You can see why you want to upgrade your mining laser though, because the takes a little bit of time. You can press and hold 2 or just left click, like both do the same thing. I think personally for me, I like this. I think it's pretty cool. I'm quite impressed with how, like, there's the odd stutter here and there, but I'm impressed already in the demo how quickly it's moving from space to land. But I'm also quite consciously aware that I'd say No Man's Skies is still a bit more impressive. Even when No Man's Sky first launched, that was a very impressive system. And it launched as a buggy mess, but I still remember being like, no way, as you like took off the ship and went straight into space that first time. And I think it's just more impressive just because of what it's loading in. This is like a dust bowl. It's not very like sometimes you'll go to these planets on No Man's Sky and you're literally in awe of what it's created, and other times you're like, what the hell is that? Now, that's not to say there aren't going to be planets that are like that. This seems a bit more of like a chill kind of go and mine and pick up some stuff, come back, probably be able to play with your friends and go on little mining expeditions, level up, progress, unlock tech, pay off your debt. No doubt they'll find a way to put you in more debt. I've got some more cupric stone there as well. What I would say is the ship is very responsive. I'm gonna scan this, see what this is. Like, it almost like turns on a dime at times. Brassy outcrop. I don't know what we're gonna get with this. Brass? Oh, just more copper. Copper nuggets. Is it a copper ore? Like I said, you can like still be first person like this if you want to. You see how quick it is? You can like just move in. Ooh, I think you can. Oh yeah, yep. Okay, you can. I was gonna say I don't know if you can actually like bump into something, but you can. Okay. It does want us to also do trading. But it wants us to find the gravitite stone. Wait, she thinks there's one over this way. Yeah, I would go back and say that, but I don't want to lose the gravitite stone, which we're losing already. Just more in a specific area. I like that you can, a few different ways. You can use control to like lower your altitude space to go up. You can just like steer with the mouse as well. It's enjoyable, to be fair. Maybe it's trying to blend that. There we go. Blend like a bit of Star Citizen with like a Satisfactory and a little bit of Starfield and a little bit of No Man's Sky. Put that all into like one concoction. One thing that got to bear in mind of this as well, though, will be that. Wait, do we mine this? Can we not? Apparently not. So is that? Wait, L. Oh, we've got the gravitational data. Okay. Okay. I'll have a little look, see what's over here. Just some ferric stone. Okay. Yeah, Shira Games, they are generally very good with the games. They support their games for a long time. They are kind of like a mini Paradox, and I don't mean that in a bad way, because I know Paradox gets a bad rap with their DLCs and things like that. But if you look at War Tales, you look at Northgard, they're very good. Like, I like both of those games. I've put a lot of hours into both of those games, to be fair. But they're constantly like getting, well, not constantly, but there's a load of DLC. So on the plus side, and updates and patches. So on the plus side, I don't have many doubts that this game would be supported, you know, which is quite nice. It's how they, you know, how will they monetize this? Because they absolutely will. Obviously, it will have a box price, but obviously, they absolutely will have DLC for this. Like, that is just ingrained. That is what they do. So, curious how they would go about that, what that would look like. Is this a new? Oh yeah, there's a new one here. There we go. That's the one we're looking for. Let's scan it. I like exploring it though. I like having a little look. This is a ferrous outcrop. That's going to give us the iron nuggets probably. Or just iron ore. Okay, never mind. Okay. So I've gone over. Please drop cargo. No. No. What are you going to do? I've just got them sat next to me. I've got them in the little passenger seat next to me. Do we have a passenger seat? I don't know. Yeah, I don't want to drop any. Oh, okay. Oh, you can't go more than 14? You can't, okay. Okay. Rather than just be, oh, we can't fit it in. Okay, well, let's drop a little bit of that. Fine. Also, when you do get an FTL engine, you'll be able to go to a new system. think it wants us to head back to the space station to get our merchant contract, I guess, so we can trade stuff if we want. Okay. Ideally, if I get a little bit closer and try and dock. Wait, that's too close. Too close. You don't have to wait so long for it to drag us in manually. There we go. That's the plan. I do like the sense of scale of it all as well. They've done a cool job of that. And I like that they are trying to, like, you know, early in, they're getting you, come back here, like, this is your hub, this is where you're going to be doing all your trading and all your bits and pieces. And so you can buy things if we wanted to. So we could sell some of our iron ore, which probably it's better to turn them into iron, isn't it? Yeah, you get more. Is the nugget just a bit more of a... Four nuggets, or... So nuggets are smaller than an ore. I don't know. Either way. Yeah, I guess you get a little bit more money if you smelt it yourself first. Interesting that it costs credits. So actually, never mind. I didn't factor that in. There's a craft tax. Oh, there's a craft tax. So yes, I could sell one of these for 8. The craft tax is 0.8. So two of these I could sell for 6. Costs me 1.6 to get. No, 0.8 plus 6. So you're getting 6.8 cost. I can sell one for 8. Yeah, so the 0.8 eats into your profit a little bit. So you get 1.2 profit instead of 2 profit. That's how they're like balancing the economy. You can then get like 38 there. And be like, right, I want 5 silicon gels. And you get your components plus. They're selling it for $3.99. You can sell it for 52. Disgusting. I wonder how much can we sell a wire for? Oh, FTL engine. Okay, so we've got the silicon gel. And a crystalline focuser. So is that what we need? Here, we need to buy that. There we go. Crystalline focuser. There. Which is fine. We need to make these. So a crystalline focuser needs some wire. So I think if we make 2 of these. Just curious. Just curious what the exchange is. 2.8 to... Wow. Yeah. Never use that. That is absolute... I guess you're going to buy it for the bits like the silicon gel that we need. But otherwise, it's always going to be cheaper if you just go and get it yourself. So we're going to need a few bolts. Is there a craft tax? There's even a craft tax with this. The craft tax. I'm getting taxed everywhere. This is like the UK. Right. A few more wires and bolts. Okay, so we need the crystalline focuser and the module kit, so we can craft one of them. That's fine. Then we need some more wire, which we've got just about, and we can craft that. Okay. Don't have enough wires though, because numbnuts over here sold all his copper bars. We couldn't even afford to buy those wires. You'd go back. Is there storage here? I guess when you've got a base, you can store stuff, but at the moment we don't have the option for that. So there's like, you can punch. Repair damage to your ship. Yeah, it's fine. Nice to know that it's quite easy though. You just got to pay. This is Capital 101, isn't it? There is a service. You have the coin. I like it though. I mean, it's nice and clear. I really like the idea of a bit more of building and tailoring your own ship, like the Starfield system, compared to like No Man's Sky, or even as far as I'm aware, Star Citizen, where you gotta like pay crazy money to get the nice ships. Like, this is the... So I enjoyed Starfield. It didn't hook me as much as like Fallout and like Elder Scrolls did. And it was, I mean, speaking of Starfield's got a massive update coming soon and a new DLC and all that kind of stuff. They're doing a lot of stuff with it, which is really cool. Might be something I revisit, but I really liked the shipbuilding aspect of it. That was pretty cool. You had people doing like cool designs, and I mean, everyone was making the Millennium Falcon and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, on that side of things, it was quite enjoyable. So I like that kind of system is in here. I kind of want to get this FTL thing done though, so we can check it out, because my main concern, and they do say it's on the roadmap for gathering biological resources, study them, unlock licenses, buy new permits, and then you can grow them. You can have your own like hydroponic farms and like grow them. But I'm guessing this is trying to be maybe a bit more grounded, not in terms of the survival game, but more grounded in the sense of reality. That it's not trying to be really wacky and crazy. And so it's probably trying to be a little bit more realistic that most planets are going to be barren, because they're just not going to have the atmosphere or the conditions to support life. Speaking of science fiction stuff, I had never read the book, but I went to see that movie recently, Project Hail Mary, with Ryan Gosling, and I absolutely loved it. It was phenomenal. From a cinematic point of view, it was so well shot as well. But it was just a really nice movie. Really recommend it if you like your sci-fi stuff. For me, it was quite a bold claim. I mean, don't really talk too much about movies and stuff. I'm a big kind of movie buff kind of thing, but I put it up there with Interstellar and 2001 Space Odyssey. Like, it's like in my top 3 kind of sci-fi, like more like realistic-y kind of sci-fi films in a way. And it's written by the same guy that wrote The Martian, which The Martian was there previously, so The Martian's in 4th. Now Project Hail Mary's gone up there now into my top 3, but really recommend, especially if you can see it in a cinema, if you got it showing in near you. Oh, okay. Definitely one of those where it's like worth the, what's it called? It's worth seeing it on the big screen, you know. And there's not been many movies in the past few years that I can really confidently say that oh, this is one you should go, you should get your popcorn, you sit there, and you should watch that film on a massive screen in the cinema with the surround sound, rather than like, just sit at home in your living room. Maybe you got surround sound there and a massive TV anyway, but there's something about going to the movies, and that was a film that I think really benefits from it. There's my mini sci-fi film review inside of a sci-fi demo. There you go. But yeah, I'm a massive nerd for these kind of things though. Like I do like my sci-fi stuff. Right. Should have enough copper now, so we can jump back in and get those last little bits of wires made. And we should be able to come back then with our FTL. I like that you run by default as well. Shift is actually to walk. So, I do like that. I wonder if, like, the deck quarter, if you can go back there and get, like, quests and maybe help some of your fellow kind of companions out with some stuff. Right, so now we've got to, like, grind these up one by one, paying our craft tax. All right. Okay, and we get these little nuggets as well, which are the same craft tax. They're just smaller ones, aren't they? I do like that it shows you on the left how many you can get out of it. There we go. Let me go here. Definitely want to upgrade that cargo hold so we can carry more stuff. That's what I like. There's nice progression, and it's all like in your hands to do as well. So now we can make the FTL engine eco. So yeah, this makes faster than light travel possible. 200 liters of mag plasma storage. Let's craft it. Exciting. And then we've got to fit it as well. Music's pretty good as well. Kind of Mass Effect like in the, you know, very synthy. Let's load our ship. There we go. And we might as well repair our ship here as well. And then edit the ship. We can use right click to move around, and makes sense to can't touch. Oh, so this actually goes in a specific module slot, right? So I think we can put this in the back there. That's fine. We can now validate. Oh, and Oh, it does want... Oh, trade with the company. Also wants to sell a bit more and buy some more. I didn't want to buy more silicon. It's expensive. Poor. Right, and then sell that. Right. There we go. This is done. There we go. Craft. And I like that, though. It doesn't make me craft it again. It's done the check. It knows that. Knows that we've done it already. So it's just, all right, enter your ship. Let's travel to the next solar system. Fill your ship with magnetic plasma, which we need to do. Everything just costs money. You are bleeding out over here. Fits very well with the kind of corporate capitalistic kind of thing here, that how can we even pay off our debt when absolutely everything's costing us money? Target a nearby star, which can be reached with FTL jump. So we got this one. We can adjust the consumption. Why would you spend more? You got this one. You don't really find... You can't really scan like in No Man's Sky to see what they are. These ones are too far away. And there's a third one there. So 25, 26, 27. Well, yeah, 27 technically. Right, okay. Let's go to the red one. I want to go to the red one. Hold 4. Nice. Oh, and that's it. Thank you for playing the demo. Early access release Q2 2026. Just have a look at this quick. So, yeah, you got the base building there, which looks quite nice. You can put your different base modules. They snap together. Like that. You can build that all out. Because this is the bit that's going to be a bit more like Satisfactory or Star Rupture. And you got your drones. They can go off mining. Automation for smelting and all that kind of stuff as well. You can see there as well, you got zirconium, titanium, you got different ores. And then loads of recipes. You see that, all the sheets, and I can't pause it because it's like not a YouTube video, but different little ship there. Looks quite interesting. Let's got the planet, huge like network there. And this is the shipbuilding in action when you've actually got like loads of different pieces. You can build it out, decal it, colors. Pretty cool. And you got all the different ones you can go to. Right. What do you guys think of that? I think it's pretty good. I mean, like I said, it's on the surface. I think people first glance might be like, oh, I mean, we can see there's a bit of fauna there. There we go. It's just in a loop now. I think people will say like the lazy comparison will be, oh, it's just a No Man's Sky. I think it's a little bit closer. To, like I said, a Star Citizen with a Satisfactory and a little bit of Starfield and a little bit of No Man's Sky. It's taking some bits from all of those, I think, plus then some of their own ideas, and yeah, interesting. I think, like I said, obviously we'll see it on early access. We'll see probably voice acting and more kind of emergent gameplay. Obviously we'll get to go hands-on with the base building and the automation side of things as well, which would be pretty cool. And maybe it's a case of having different bases because there's different resources on certain planets, and then maybe you'll be able to set up like trade routes from one planet to the next and things like that, or you are the trade route, you go and pick up stuff from one, you bring it to the other planet. There's lots of opportunities and potential with that, which would be pretty cool. But like I said, it seems a bit more grounded. The planets don't seem like they're teeming with life, or, you know, it's not that kind of sci-fi universe where everything's like, you know, living and alive and all that kind of stuff. It's a bit more of a grounded one, I'd say. But I'm not against that by any means. So I quite liked it. I think it's pretty good. I'll definitely be checking this one out when it comes, if we can get access to the playtest or an early access, then yeah, expect to see more of this. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching and supporting the channel and for being here. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care.